How many times have you tried to hard-boil eggs, and then you go to peel them and you end up with half of the egg white in the peel and it gets tossed out, or you end up having to scrape it out? I can't tell you how many times I've done that. So I found a couple of surefire ways to do a hard-cooked egg, whether it's hard-boiled or the other method is in the oven, and I'm going to share those with you today. So first I'm going to start by, I'm going to take half a dozen eggs and I'm going to put them in my pan. And then I'm going to fill it up water just above the eggs, maybe half inch above the eggs. And I want it to be lukewarm. So then I'm going to take 2 teaspoons of vinegar. I'm going to add that to my water. And just a pinch of salt. And then I'm going to go ahead and start my my burner here, and I'm going to bring it to a boil.
A tip I'd like to use is to use eggs that are at least 5 days old for best results. You'll end up getting a lot easier to peel egg.
Okay, now that I am at a full boil, I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for 2 minutes. Okay, so now my 2 minutes is up, so I'm just going to turn off the burner. And I'm going to pull it off the burner, and I'm going to cover it. And now I'm just going to let that sit for 11 minutes. And we wait. Okay. So now the timer just went off. So my 11 minutes is up. So now I'm going to take this over and I'm going to drain off all of the hot water. So now I'm just going to let my water run on there. The cold water is going to be running on for just a couple of minutes to try and cool them down quick. And in the meantime, I'm going to get some ice.
After you've let the water run over top of it, then add ice and allow it to sit for 3 minutes.
Okay, now that my eggs are all done cooling down after being boiled, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to crack the egg on a hard surface and I'm going to roll it. And then a lot of times it's easy to just kind of run them underwater a little bit when you're peeling. And that really helps get a nice egg. And then just rinse it off when you're done. And the second method I have is by putting them in the oven in a muffin tin. So I'm going to take a half a dozen eggs. That's all I needed to do today, so I figured I'd just do that many. And I'm going to go ahead and just put them in my muffin tin like this. Now, one of the great things about using the muffin tins is you can do as many as you need to do. So especially if you're doing larger quantities of eggs, it's really awesome because then you can do, 12, 24, however many you need to do, even up to 48 if you have a few different muffin tins, or you can even use the mini muffin tin sheets, and put them in your oven. And you're going to put them in at 325. So I've already got my oven all ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in. Okay, so my baked eggs just came out of the oven, and I want to get you a full shot of all this, so I had to kind of scooch it down a little bit lower. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take each of my eggs now, and I'm going to gently set them in cold water. And I'm going to let them sit for 3 minutes. And then once that 3 minutes is up, then we'll go ahead and peel them. Okay, so now that I've got it all done, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna crack my egg, and I'm gonna crack it a little bit, and then I'm gonna roll it like this. And then they peel super easy. And it's nice because they've got that little skin on there, and sometimes you can get a hold of that skin just right. And then you've got a nice hard-boiled egg. And there you have some perfectly peeled eggs.